time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Steve-O, JB, B. Hudson and T. Swin. Gon' get your mind right, let's dive in the deep end and attack the issues and problems that hound us today. Yeah, we out here in the field, but we ain't coming to play. We all shepherds trying to keep the flock from going astray. If you wanna be the change, then let's be it today. Now there's always obstacles that's gonna get in your way, but it's important how you handle it, maneuver and pray. We keep you up to date with current affairs. We all know that the structure been broken, so let's make the repairs. There's a culture trying to cancel us and give you a spin, but you can come and get the truth from this panel of men. We on 10, going in, let the speech be free. We about to knock down the doors, you can keep the key. God first, then man, so let's execute the plan and deliver the message so the people can understand. Like, the time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong.
What up, everybody? It's your guy T Swin back in the building. This is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast brought to you by CTR Media Network. I'm your guy T Swin, one of your hosts. Man, we got a good show talking about something very serious because it affects us and how we're moving and going into the future. And so I'm going to bring on my other host, JB.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy JB, as usual. Just giving an honest opinion. We're going to be talking about, technology, man, and how it's affecting us in the future, man. It's a lot of things that's being made now that's, man, it's actually kind of scary, man, to be honest with you. It's going to put a lot of people out of work. It's going to affect our everyday living, man. So we got a good show we're going to talk about today.
Yes, sir. Man, so man, a lot of this technology is moving very fast. It's moving faster than what we think. Okay. Some people think it's going to be 10, 15, 20, 30 years before we start doing certain things. They're not paying attention. They're not checking the internet. They're not reading news articles, magazines, that things are already in place and already happening. Companies are already getting contracts with these technology companies to create this technology or get in on it early. A lot of people are about to lose jobs they've been holding for a minute. We've already seen people lose jobs with COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened, a lot of people lost their jobs. And then that winded up saving money for companies. Because when they started back up, they realized that they didn't need as many people to do the same job. They cut down on uniforms and rental spaces. They didn't have to pay that because now people could do the jobs from home. So a lot of people had to transition and pivot to new things or turn their hobbies into their jobs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people found their passions. Some people had to change and had to regroup and start from ground bottom, from the bottom. That's it. Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah, COVID showed us, how technology can be utilized. We don't have to be in an office building no more, man.
Exactly.
You know how much money you save by not having an office building, and you know how much less they can pay you when you don't have to be in transit every day.
Yeah.
To go to, so it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because a lot of this machine learning, a lot of this AI, cloud computing. If you don't know anything about these things, man, you're in a world of trouble because all these fast food jobs, all these delivery jobs, all these
retail, customer service jobs,
and security,
they're gonna be gone.
It's gonna be gone. If you're not like an engineer, software developer, somebody who knows how to collect data, as far as like programming, that's trouble, man.
Man, doing coding and all kind of things, man. If you're not with the wave that's happening and coming, you're gonna be left behind. And there will be no middle class. It'll just be the have-nots,
There's another podcast I kind of listen to called Nas Daily. You know, he goes around. He's
Yeah.
around the world and stuff. And he was saying that, you know, in the future it's going to be a useless class. You know, it's not going to be middle class, higher
Upper
class,
class. Yeah.
another class called useless, because the stuff you went to school for and trained for is not going to be around anymore. So,
Yeah,
you
it's gonna
know,
no longer exist.
no longer exists. So what are you going to do, and how are you going to prepare yourself for when that happens?
Yeah, we already kind of seeing that useless class already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's here now. We seeing it. And you can see it. A lot of these kids, a lot of the youngsters, man, they heavy into technology. You know, they're using it on a daily basis. They growing up with technology, but some they just know how to operate it. They don't know. A lot of them don't know how to create it, or
Yeah.
you know, or build
What goes
things off of it.
behind it actually making it operate.
Exactly. What make it work and how it comes together. They don't know that. And so and then also, man, we got older generations that are stubborn against technology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some people in my family like that that's stubborn. They been having smartphones, but they're not doing any of the things that the smartphone could do.
Yeah.
Whether it's sending money or downloading a PDF or something like that, they struggle with that.
Yeah, I'll say this about COVID. Of course, it was a bad thing and everything, but like a lot of this older generation, man, they learn how to work. They learn how to work their phones quick. They're too scared to go out. So,
some did and some don't. Some stay stubborn. Some stay stubborn. And like one field I'm gonna talk about too, man, because this technology is already affecting it, and it's gonna wipe out a lot of people. And that's the transportation business. You know, I myself, your favorite rapping expediter, T Swin. Check out tswin.hitnow.com for my transportation music, man. Transportation music coming soon. But autonomous trucks are here.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they've been here for a couple years. They've been here for a while now. And here in Texas, man, we got companies got contracts where they testing these trucks. They on the road. You can see them. I got a video I did about a year ago on them. They look pretty futuristic. They look like they could fly with all the extra equipment they got on the cameras and stuff. But they already got an autonomous truck course, you know, that you have to take to get qualified. To be able to take that course, you have to have a Class A CDL. So if you don't have one, you won't be able to take that course to become an operator of an autonomous truck, you know. And the reason why they justifying these autonomous trucks, because they say it's safer. It'll cut down on accidents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The computer can respond faster than a human being. The amount of time it takes you to recognize a risk or a threat or abnormal situation, react to it, or think about the proper reaction, and then put it into action. You know what I'm saying? Computers like this.
Yeah,
it's quick.
I don't know the exact stat, but they're saying that self-driving cars should reduce the death rates to almost zero as far as accidents and stuff from vehicle accidents. So like I said, that's exciting, because you know it does make our life a little bit more safer, but also it's gonna cut into the job. So you know, because it's some people who've been, that's all they know how to do is drive an 18-wheel. You know.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? And my thing is this, you know, once all them jobs start disappearing, and people ain't gonna be able to provide a lifestyle for themselves, what are they gonna start doing? They might turn, you know.
Yeah, I from a lot of people that I know and I've seen, a lot of them had backgrounds, so that's why they had to get into transportation.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, they didn't excel at school. They don't like electronics, so they can drive though.
Yeah.
So driving was one of the easiest things they could do to make decent money, so they could take care of themselves, provide for them families and themselves. But so when you start making it mandatory, when this thing becomes mandatory, because like I say, it's gonna cut down on costs for companies. Yeah, they're gonna spend that money to get them trucks, but if them trucks is cutting them down on dealing with people, personalities,
accidents,
you know, attitudes, accidents. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about no kind of attitude or people or the machine making an excuse why it's not on time or why it stopped here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's going to save them on time, because you know I don't know exactly what's the time period you only could drive for so many hours anyway, right?
As a human being, yeah.
You don't never have to stop.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's electronic, it's just gonna go to a charging station and charge up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? And the crazy thing about it is that they can have another one waiting for it at where it's had to charge at and just pick it up and continue on. It never has to stop.
Exactly, man. And so I was peeping, last year, excuse me. I was peeping on last year. I seen where Amazon already had autonomous box trucks, autonomous cargo and sprinter vans.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't compete with Amazon. They got endless money. We already saw like in California on the cargo ships, we had all the cargo that was just anchored out, and then, they wouldn't let them in so they could unload. Amazon say bump that. They bought their own ships.
Yeah.
They bought their own cargo ships. So they can make sure their stuff was moving instead of going through somebody else. You can't compete with Amazon. And like from what I'm hearing too, these autonomous trucks are very, very, very expensive. The average person can't afford that. So they start making it mandatory to start operating with this equipment. A lot of people gonna get weeded out.
Yeah, they're at the top of the food chain, and that's gonna cause a monopoly almost.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be more than one company around. It's not gonna be a true monopoly, but it's gonna weed out all the mom and pops. They're gonna be gone. They'll get wiped out.
Yeah.
But not just that, man. They have other means of doing it too. They don't have to use a 18-wheeler. They have these drones flying around now too.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing too, man, is like, okay, you're gonna have your overheads is gonna be resistant against technology and the way things are moving. But you're gonna have these youngsters. That's all they know. So they can put a youngster in there with their in their equipment. That youngster don't know the game. That youngster don't know the prices or the rates that they should be getting paid. So they'll be able to pay that youngster less than they would pay somebody who's been running these roads. So they're gonna save money that way too until it becomes fully autonomous where there's no person inside at all. But back to the drones, man. Yeah, it's companies already doing it. They've been doing it for a number of years. Some companies are dropping off at college campuses and universities and hospitals already, delivering packages.
Is messing with drones as far as delivering. Because I used to work for a national retail. I'm not going to say their name, but they have like meetings, what they call a yearly board meeting. They show like new products and stuff, man. And one time, a thing I worked security for them, and they had all these self-driving cars already. That not only had cars, they had an airplane, a little bitty miniature drone airplane that they shot from a platform from the back of the store, and this is operating right now. And they parachute your stuff down to you while it fly by. So it's so many options for delivering stuff that a lot of people are not aware about, and that's so like these FedEx jobs and it's UPS.
Yeah.
Why spend that money with something that's going to be that could either get sick or get hurt or
call in late.
It's gonna cut half. It's gonna cut half the human, if not more, totally out once they get it going.
Yeah. So paying attention to where the country is going and where technology is moving. If you're not in I would say like essential fields, technical fields, or in a field that's going to be safe or safer, you need to start trying to transition, learn something, pick up a book, take a class, start fiddling with this technology so you can be a part of it as a change, so you can be able to take care of yourself, survive, and take care of your family. Because if you resist, then you're gonna be that lower class, because ain't gonna be no middle class. Either you're gonna know or you don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, what they say, adapt or die, basically.
Exactly. Sink or swim.
Like the way you're gonna have to be either an engineer or a software engineer, man. Something that has either you're gonna have to design something or program something. Cause like think about it, man. Look at all these jobs. Look at all this stuff. The way stuff going from education. Think about it. you don't really need a teacher no more. You can just show a video and have something give you a test. You know?
Yeah, because in COVID, man, it almost all schools went to online schooling.
Exactly. And you
You know,
know, from my experience, from what I see, the younger generation, they don't really professors don't really sit there and teach and all that stuff. They give them assignments and you get on the computer and you do your little research and whatever, and you just it ain't like they're teaching anyway. Well, for what I understand, I'm not gonna
yeah,
say that field,
yeah. For what
but
I'm
like,
hearing and what I've been seeing, yeah, it's not the same as when we was coming up as kids. It's
but
not the
back to
same.
this AI stuff, man. Like I said, that national retail I work for, they got AI watching you now.
Yeah,
You read stuff,
yeah.
you know?
Everything we do, man. Social media, all these apps, they create all these algorithms based off of you.
Yeah,
They watch you 24/7. You wondering why when you open your phone up, a conversation you just had is the first thing that pops up on your screen.
yeah.
Your TV, your phone, your laptop, because they listening all the time. So
But
they
now,
know you better than you know yourself. They
yeah,
watching you. They watching you every keystroke, everything. They know what you into. They know what you like. They know what's the probability of you choosing this over this. They know you better than yourself.
yeah. Like I was listening to a thing on YouTube. This guy named Yuval Harari.
Yeah,
And
Harari. Yeah.
he wrote a book called 21 Lessons for the Century, and he was
Mm-hmm.
telling the way it's going now. The way they collect data and stuff. They can tell you they'll know more about yourself before you know about yourself. You
Yeah.
know, so it's
Yeah.
like think about it, man. We wear these right now. I wear a smart watch right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It collects my oxygen level. It does my heart rate. Where is that data going?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's being collected. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and what are they using it for? Um,
Yeah. He
yeah,
said. He said in that interview. He said they can tell based off of data your sexual preference
yeah,
before you even say if you live in an alternative lifestyle. They can tell by your data if you're this or that before
yeah.
you even recognize yourself and come out the closet.
Like if I'm in like stuff that I'm into, I research it all the time on the internet. So you gonna know,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Joe likes jujitsu because I'm always looking at
Mm-hmm.
the computer. Are you gonna
Yeah.
know? Yes. What kind? That I like Holly Berry. You don't know that because that's what I'm
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Don't have it. They also have this AI telling us figuring out why we buy stuff. It's a whole company named Anuvo. I actually have stock in it,
Yeah.
and
Me too.
it's telling you why you buy a product. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like it's all kind of good uses, but it's also kind of like it's kind of scary that they have. They know that much about you from a keystroke.
Yeah. So man, matter of fact, man, I got a list of jobs that are said to be becoming obsolete. So there are many jobs that are becoming obsolete or significantly impacted by technology advancements. Bank tellers, typists and data entry clerks, travel agents, postal workers, factory workers, cashiers, librarians, print journalists, telemarketers. Man, so yeah, all these jobs, like I say, customer service, you know what I'm saying? Human interaction. We already see that disappearing. Most stuff is mobile, online. As you go into the grocery stores, you self-checking yourself out, you know. There's less
Yeah,
cashiers, there's less people.
we kind of we should already see this. Kind of been aware of it because think about it, man. You already see it right now, man. You go to Taco Bell, you punch your order in, you go pick it up, or even to the
Yeah,
grocery store, just go punch it in. You go, so it's already here. So it's already here, man. It's
yeah,
like the
yeah,
next. I think in the next 10 years, man, it's gonna be a big shift.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't think, at first I was like, man, my generation would never be like the Jetsons, but hey,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real, man. Elon Musk up there making the hyperloop.
yeah,
You know, it's man, it's coming.
Yeah.
Now I like that idea, that Hyperloop, because I hate traffic, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I hate traffic. If I can get to somewhere that's 2 to 3 hours away in 45 minutes, hey, that's lovely. That opens up job opportunities. So now you can work in a whole nother city or maybe another state, if you had to work in person when you didn't have that option.
Because like you're supposed to go like what, 800 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you can go from here to San Antonio in 30 minutes, probably
Yeah.
less. And that's crazy. That makes the world even smaller,
Yeah. Now I also looked at, man, like what jobs will be important in the next 5, 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? What are some things you should be looking into or trying to get into so you can, maintain your livelihood? So healthcare workers for the next 5 years, healthcare workers, cybersecurity professionals, data analysts, renewable energy technicians, software developers. All right. The next 10 years, artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists, environmental scientists and sustainability professionals. All right. We got biotechnology researchers, clean energy professionals, digital marketing professionals. The next 20 years, autonomous vehicle engineers and technicians, robotic engineers and technicians, nanotechnology researchers, virtual and augmented reality developers, quantum computing experts. So a lot of that might sound like foreign language to people out there, but according to statistics and research, man, these are some of the positions and occupations people should be paying attention to and looking into. They want to have some kind of future or have occupation.
Because
because
the way it's going, all these machine learning things and all these robotic things, they're going, all the common day-to-day stuff that's going to be gone.
Yeah.
No job doing any kind of like even construction, man.
Oh yeah, they got 3D printers, man, for construction. You seen them? They come and lay down the foundation in the frame of the house. It's all concrete. They can make any model that you want, and they construct it to where you come in and do the wiring later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This is
it goes around. Yeah, I see.
Exactly, man. This has already been in motion.
It's like it's a thing. The thing is, man, we kind of did it to ourselves, man. It's like a lot of people not going to work and stuff. These companies are thinking, hey, man, how can we make it to where we don't even need them no more, So now look, it couldn't happen. You call in, now it's easy just to go get a machine to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, they 3D printing meat now, you know. So they mass producing steaks and type of meat with 3D printers. So the butcher at the market, the guy that packages the meat, he ain't gonna have no job. Because a robot gonna be making the meat. You know what I'm saying? So what does that do to farmers and people that have cattle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, the industry gonna get wiped out. Farming, it's the possibilities are endless with the technology, the robotic stuff. Like if you need to find like robotic companies, man, and you need to invest in those, man, because it's here, man.
Yeah, man.
I went to a Chinese restaurant maybe like a month ago, man, and I walk in, man, they got, how they usually have that person that goes and sit you down at the table and give you their. Man, they had a robot. They put the silverware on the robot, and the robot was like, "Follow me, please." Sit you down, and you grab your silverware thing, and the thing roll off.
Yeah.
So,
man, that's one less employee. Yeah. Yeah, they ain't gonna get tired. They ain't gonna give you no attitude.
Nope. Took a charge.
Yeah, that's it. Like my uncle, man, I got an uncle live in Utah. He works for a company, he works for a big company. And they got the robot dogs on site, on the property, guarding the warehouses. Man, I seen it, man. They walk around. It don't take them long to charge. They sit down on the charging station, but not for long. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe. And they right back up roving again. They have an arm on their back that reaches up. They can open doors, close, lock. They go to a door and the door's supposed to be locked. They'll close it and lock it. They have facial recognition. They know if you're supposed to work there or not. You can't outrun it. It'll chase you down and contact the police and and detain you. and I've seen the video where I've seen police with one of these robot dogs, and it has a gun on his back. So think of that, because now instead of being mad at the police pulling a weapon, now you got a robot.
Yeah.
With a program, they can easily say that robot malfunction. You know what I'm saying? And now no person is accountable for it. You know, and that company, that robotic company, got more money than you. So you trying to sue or take them to court? You're gonna be waiting on court now that you're gonna go broke. They got money to wait it out.
And now that you said that, man, like the jailing system, like prison stuff, you ain't gonna need no prison guards. They got robot dogs doing it.
Oh yeah, man. Our government has been working on the Iron Man suit for real for years.
Yeah,
we already we seen it. So that stuff coming soon. The movie Chappie, remember Chappie?
Yeah.
The robot, he was military and he got reprogrammed. Man, that stuff right around the corner. Especially when I seen that, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been watching Instagram and TikTok where they show it look like it's China, and they got hundreds of these robot dogs all moving in unison to commands. Standing up, sitting down, moving to the side, moving side to side, all in unison, simultaneously. So it is here. And man, you better get ready. You better get ready.
Yeah, but not only that, man, they doing stuff with people's DNA stuff, like their RNA and stuff, and choosing baby eye colors and all other.
Oh yeah, I had me and my second wife, we had to do in vitro. We wanted to have a kid, we had to do in vitro. Now, while we was going through this process, man, the doctor, he asked us, he said, "What you want? You want a boy or a girl?"
That's scary.
They know. You know, they know. Is you want a boy or you want a girl?
So my thing is, if you can choose whether it's going to be a boy or a girl, how far have they come in this technology? Are they going to be able to, make your son faster and stronger and able to hold his breath longer?
Yeah, I believe, man. I always believe that our country shows us what's happening in the future. They give us tidbits and movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because almost everything that we receive, we saw it in the movie on TV first. Like we saw people doing touchscreen stuff and resizing windows with their hands, holograms, and now we do that on our phones. You know what I'm saying? We saw Tom Cruise do it in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Minority Report before it even happened, and now we do it every day on our phones. Also in that movie too, they were predicting crimes before they happen. And locking people up.
Like Back to the Future, man. Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Star Trek. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And so, you got movies like The Matrix, where they show people getting plugged into computer systems. If he wanted to learn how to fight, they just plug it in the back of his head. He download the fighting style. Now he Jet Li, in 10 seconds.
Elon working on some kind of brain implant chip. There it goes. The Matrix.
Stuff right around the corner, man. Yeah. So the thing about that is that those that have the money will be able to get the upgrades, and those that don't have the money won't be able to get the upgrades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like with anything, people gonna be dying from knockoffs, knockoff upgrades.
Another thing though, it actually creates this not trying to be too futuristic. It actually creates a whole different kind of human being. Are you gonna be considered?
Exactly.
So that's gonna be another class separation. It's gonna be those who got the chip and those who ain't got the chip.
Yeah.
If they're gonna I don't know how advanced it is now, but if they can hold more memory than us and learn stuff back, that's a big advantage.
Man. Sports really gonna be out the chain then.
I don't know if you ever saw this movie. It's like back in the 90s called Gothica. Had Uma Thurman. I think it was Uma Thurman, Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I think I seen that, man. I remember that name. It's been a minute.
The guy he was trying to get into the space program, but he couldn't because his IQ was too low, and but he had a brother who was genetically modified. It was weird. Anyway, long story short is, man, that, those people are going to have able to do stuff if it's to that point now, which I don't know, but if it is to that point, it's like they're going to be able to do stuff that a normal human beings not gonna be able to do. You know, as far as learning
Mm-hmm.
or even physical stuff. Who knows? You know how far
Yeah.
advanced. So is that even fair? So you know, so they're gonna make the elite more elite. So there's gonna be a bigger division of
Yeah.
wealth.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like, man, anything you want to know, you can just download it in a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then
So
he's so
it's gonna create a bigger divide.
like I like Elon. He's a visionary, but he's very very scary, man. Cause like some of the stuff he be thinking of, like I think he's trying to replace his whole staff with robotics. I think he has said that at one point. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
something doing is like, oh yeah, that's cool, and something they're doing like, oh, okay, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, if you like what you're hearing, man, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Man, you see the channel on the bottom right there, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. You know, rock with you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to advertise with us, man, reach out to us, MCABW podcast at Gmail. And if you want us to, you want to promote your products and stuff, man, holler at us, you know. But yeah, man, this AI stuff, man, is real. It's scary because you start thinking about like Terminator.
Oh yeah,
you know, iRobot.
Yeah,
you know, all that kind of stuff, man. And then they just had the one little movie just came out, Megan. Yeah, you seen that?
I didn't see Megan yet. I mean,
man, that is funny as hell, bro. It is funny. That little dog, it gets scary. It gets scary at points. But you know, that's what people think of that it could get to. Because if the machine is how you say it, self-aware.
Oh yeah, gains consciousness.
It'll teach itself. You know what I'm saying?
They had that. I forgot if it was Google or Facebook. They had two AIs that had made, and they started talking to each other in a language. They made their own language up. And they could type in what language they couldn't understand what they were talking about, so they had to unplug it.
Yeah. You can get to that point. It'd be like, oh, what's that? Ultron? Oh, the Avengers?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. We don't need that. No. You can't beat a machine. You ain't gonna be fast enough to get to the plug or the button.
Nah.
The shutdown button. That mother gonna chop you up.
Not only that, it's so smart. He might disarm his button.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man, yeah. Ain't no John Henry around here, man. You ain't gonna be able to do it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to do it. Well, shoot, man. We're gonna take a break for a commercial real quick. And we're gonna get right back to it, man. Let's get it.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Do you think about me? Smoking on trees, sipping on Hennessy. Switching lanes, though, had to hit the hobby. Almost bit the sun, so my baby started to scream. Told her calm down, cause you know I got that lean. Gasoline in the tank, and you know I dropped the screen. Peanut butter on the seats, that's the mix that makes it cream. Getting top, different op, we about to make a scene. You on top, we don't stop, this is what you see in dreams.
Stand still and be buried in the landfill. The wrong circles could really hurt you or get a man killed. Watch who you align with, run, hustle, and grind with. Share your ideas and choose to spend time with. Team players, or are they playing for the other side? Would they even come to your funeral if a brother died? The road to success might require no passengers, no plus ones, no leeches, and no scavengers. For real, them people want you to chill. Don't sleep behind the wheel. The devil trying to make a deal. Don't sleep behind the wheel.
There's a new sheriff coming to a city near you, and I'm well on the mission to bring the new era to policing that will change everything that you know it as it relates to communicating, assisting, helping, delivering the correct and justified acts to remove crimes and to help you as a citizen against every crime that comes against you with the solutions to impact your community, your city, in generations to come with CPIIA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance. I cannot do this on my own. I need your help, and we together can for certainly make the change needed for a better city, a better country, for a better future.
Let's say we back now. The last commercial, man, jiu-jitsu was in there. You ain't gonna be able to beat no robot program with jiu-jitsu.
Hey, I'll try, man.
That mug gonna know every move.
I'm trying to leg kick it.
Exactly. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to punch it, kick it, none of that.
Yeah,
you hope you're gonna have to hope it let you tap out.
Yeah, I don't want to kick no steel rod.
Exactly.
But
there's some people that can do that, but it's very few people.
Yeah. Man. But we're gonna have to we're gonna have to take consideration, as a society, man. Like, what are the pros to this technology? What are the cons? The cons might not be outweigh the pro. You know what I'm saying? It might be more negative things than positive things. Because think about it, you have a whole society that can't work. How are they gonna take care of themselves? Are they gonna, are they gonna? Some are gonna be able to adapt and go into those fields. But what about the people who, don't want to adapt or aren't able to adapt? Because school is not for everybody.
They struggle with those fields.
School's not for everybody, man.
School ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people, they're visual learners. They're hands-on learners. So you can talk to them, and they'll be like, it'll be like you speaking a foreign language to them. But then you show them the process and say, hey, this is what you do. This go here. We do this because of this, and they can pick it up that way.
Like I always said this, man. I think they need to change the way back to like the old system. Like, you shouldn't have to go to college. You should just be able, like, if you want to go to a certain field, you should be an apprentice. Because like, think about how good that person would be if they started when they were 19 in that field, all the way until they retire. It takes they just said it take 10,000 hours to master something. By the time you're in your late 20s, bro, you are a master at it. That's my opinion, though.
And I agree with you on that too, bro. Now I got some statistics dealing with STEM, man, science, technology, engineering, math, by race and sex. So these come from the National Science Foundation Science and Engineering Indicators Report from 2018. It says that women make up 28% of science and engineering workforce. Black or African Americans make up 9% of the science and engineering workforce. Hispanics or Latinos make up 7% of the science and engineering workforce. Asians make up 25% of the science and engineering workforce. Whites make up 59% of the science and engineering workforce, and that's here in the United States. Like I say, man, they on this list, we're not in last place, but we close to it.
Yeah.
So we need to show interest in these fields, and we need to champion people in our community that are in these fields, and start pushing this more than the other narratives that other people want to push on us, or that we've been glorifying for a while. Because there's some bright people in our communities and our hoods, but they put their energy in the wrong places.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of smart brothers that did some dumb stuff and they locked up. You know what I'm saying? And you think if they would have took that energy and that time and put it into something positive, who knows what they could be? And besides, you're making legal money, you know.
And not only that, man, we need to expose people, expose our culture to people who make money other kind of ways besides just being an athlete or being entertained. There's
Yeah.
who make crazy money like that. They dwarf the athletics money. They just don't know about it,
Yeah, we got like man in Houston's own man, Chameleon now.
Oh yeah.
Rich off tech.
50, 60 million, something like that.
Yeah, more than that, man. Rich off tech. Not rich off rap, rich off tech. He quit rapping because technology taking care of him.
Just like when we were talking to Mario last time, man, about Byron Allen, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. And see another thing too, man, in our community, as we saw with like Michael B. Jordan recently, he was called the corny kid. You know what I'm saying? And even as successful as he is, he was still called corny. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like in our community, we look down on people that think differently. Like they tend to be so-called nerds, book smart.
Yeah.
They get picked on. They,
always have
so thing.
I always have
we glorify the thugging and the drug stuff. But man, Byron Allen, a lot of people laughed at him. He used to come on TV late at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a dream and a goal. He was making money because he was making money off advertisement. Yeah, his show came on late at night, but people was paying him for advertisement. And he was meeting these stars. And then he got to where he bought the Weather Channel. Byron Allen's a billionaire. You know, and now him and Tyler Perry and talks of buying BET.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, man. I tell people this all the time, man. Nerds rule the world. Look at the richest people in the world, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill Gates, nerd.
Oh yeah.
Musk, nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Nerd.
Yeah, man. We need to stop tearing those kind of people down in our community, man. Because like they have brilliant ideas and then they get, oh man, that ain't cool. We need to move. Dude, I can't. I'm pretty athletic. I've never been able to dunk a basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's not my talent. So
man, shoot, man. The first time I dunked was in 8th grade.
I hate people like
got them superhuman genetics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, we look down on a lot of things that's supposed to be. There are a lot of things that are positive in other communities. We tend to, when those are things we should be running to. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are reading at low levels. All kind of people, you know what I'm saying? There are people laughing at us. And it's crazy too, man, because we'll have, like when people are running for office, you see them meeting celebrities. They don't want to sit down with the intellectuals. You know, Claude Anderson, you know, people like that. They got economic plans that could better our situation. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit. They want to sit down with entertainers and athletes that a lot of them don't know anything about what's needed in the community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then what we get from them, we get them doing the latest dance, and that's supposed to satisfy us. Man, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, like I not all the entertainers are like clueless, you know. Like
that's what I said.
Like 50 man, 50 Cent. You know, he knows when to be that thug, but he also knows when it's time to be for business. You know.
Shoot, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah.
Yeah, man. He been active. You know.
So it's like we're not trying to tear them down. There's some ones out there who are trying to help our community, you know. So, but yeah, man, it's been a really good talk, man.
But yeah, we need to get into these fields, man. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a scientist. You know, and there are black people in these fields. We need to champion these people that are doing these amazing things outside of entertainment, sports. You know. People behind the cameras, And we need to start more people come to the community, showing kids the pathway. They, you know, when the kids say they want to do these things, too many times we have people that want to, you know, shoot down dreams, dream killers. You can't do that. You'll never be, because they ain't never did it, or they ain't never seen nobody do it. So they want to say that you can't do it. We need people to come to the community and be like, hey, what you want to be? Well, I'm that. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how to get to that. What you got to do. What's required of that? Somebody that look like them. That's a cheat. So that's what we need. Then, because when you see somebody that look like people, you know.
Yeah, it's you know, it's the older generation responsibility to come back and, you know, help the younger generation. That's my opinion, man. We need more cats doing that, man.
Oh yeah.
Success, man. But then again, you know, there's a lot of younger generation people, they don't respect, you know, they ain't trying to heal the older generation anyway. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together. Oh, figure this out.
So man, me myself, when I have a certain knowledge that I know that can help somebody, especially in my community, I give them the information before they bump their head. I don't wait. I don't sit back and watch them bump their head, laugh at them and say, hey, youngster, you could have did this that way. I try to give them the information before that happens so they can avoid that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see them win. It's so many times people, man, don't want to see nobody win. They don't want to see nobody above them. They want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we see that a lot, man. It's a lot of gatekeeping in our community too. And outside forces a lot of times tend to make it seem like we can only have one person successful in the area. You know, we got to have this one person. It's got to be the representative for everybody. We can't. Well, everybody else can have multiple people successful in those fields.
Yeah,
they want to try to make it, and then sometimes our own people will get like, I want to be the king of the hill.
Yeah,
I want the HNIC. You know what I'm saying?
I got mine already. I don't care if you get yours. You know.
Exactly. And you know, some people they'll get to a position and give you a hard time, but then, you know, make sure everybody else get the qualifications they need to be in that spot to move up and get promoted.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen that too, man. I've had people that look like me give me a harder time than other people. You know, it's just what it is.
Same thing, man. It's like certain people get in a certain position, man. They don't want to, you know. Like I said, it's a responsibility of the older generation to show the younger generation the way. You know, it becomes a lot simpler when somebody can put you on the pathway. I ain't saying do it for me, but at least youngster move this way, or like now I'm in the middle now, so now I'm like, hey youngster, you don't need to do that, you need to do this. You know?
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to move out the way for the next generation.
And
you want them to be better. Yeah, you want them to be better and do better than you. Yeah, you want to see some progress, man.
Yeah, you supposed to give them the baton and let them, you know, you supposed to want to see.
So yeah, a lot of time, man, people say we just talk about solutions. When I'm in a position where I got knowledge and information, I can help somebody, I give it willingly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't sit back and watch somebody keep hurting themselves, failing. I try to help them before they fail. So we need to help ourselves. And so we can stay in the race, get in the race, stay in the race, and win the race. Because right now, man, we in last place. You know what I'm saying? Like it says, man, we're 9%. Male and female, black male and females in STEM, science and engineering workforce. 9% of the country, U.S. country. And man, we need to step that up. Because these are things that make the world move. These are things that make the world turn around. You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody slam dunking a basketball, doing a crossover, catching a touchdown. That's entertainment. It don't make the world move around. It's not why you got infrastructure in cities. It's not why you got roads. It's not why you got electricity. It's not why you got running water. It's not why you got cell phones, smartphones, taking the computers. That's not the reason why. STEM is the reason why we got these things and why we're advancing in medicine and technology and robotics and, you know, automation and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like I remember I watch a lot of movies. There's a movie was it Russell Crowe?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so or maybe it was Rob Butler. I get them confused. They look alike.
Gotcha.
Anyway, it was a movie where it was like the end of the world event was happening. They were trying to get off the planet, and the reason why this dude was selected was because of his skill. A skill he had. You know, you got to think about it. You need a skill that makes you valuable. You know,
Yeah.
if the world ended today, is your skill going to be valuable enough to get you on that ship? You know, that's the way I look at it, man. You know, like,
Oh yeah.
if you don't have no value, then you're going to get behind. You know.
Yeah, you need to find like I feel like, man, for every man should have a trade. You should have something that is everything shut down at your 9 to 5 today. You got a skill that you can still make money outside of that job. If it was a shutdown, they do a layoff, you got fired. You should have some kind of skill or trade to where you can make money if stuff like that happens. And like I say, with this movement in technology, you better get with the wave. You know, because it's going to be a lot of positions, a lot of things are going to be obsolete, and no longer needed. And so you don't want to be one of them people, man. Do a self-observation on yourself and see if you're one of them people, and start making moves and some changes. Take some classes, start looking at what's needed, what you're interested in, you know, what field you interested in that you can learn so you can better yourself and have yourself a position in the future.
Yeah, like you can tell it's really bad that they need people really bad, especially programming, man, because like, think about it. Google has made a certificate program that's going to help you become a software engineer.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to college. You just go through that program, and then they'll hire you if you pass the interview. They want to see a skill set. They don't care about. And most people that go to the college for computer science, they just learn theory. They can't actually program.
Yeah, and the thing about it, man, Google is one of the #1 companies to work for in the country. I don't know if you've seen it.
105, something like that.
Dude, they got nap. I love my sleep. Well, they got nap pods at work. So you feel tired. You feel like you need to take a power nap. No longer do you have to go hide in the company vehicle or go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, try to catch a nap on your lunch break. You can go in the nap pod to get your mind right. You can go jump in the pool. You can go catch a game of basketball.
They feed you
exactly.
And at one point, you know, me being a jiu-jitsu guy, they were paying for people to go to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Yeah. And doing meditation, man, group meditation. Who wouldn't want to work at a place like that?
And then they start you off like they start you off with 6 figures of salary too.
Yeah, and they had daycare at the job. Yeah. So if you had kids, you bring your kids to work, and the daycare is there.
Yeah, program is the way, man.
Man, yeah. So yeah, man. Everything we do has a computer. Then it has a computer in it. We spend so much time on our phones. These phones are computers, man. People running whole businesses from a phone. Don't just know how to operate it, know how it really works. You know what I'm saying? I'm pivoting myself, you know, because I see where it's going. Like I said, when I seen the autonomous vans and box trucks, I said, I can't compete with Amazon.
No.
You know, I hang as long as I can, but hey, I can't compete with them.
And then Amazon, I tell you the thing about Amazon, man. They so good at changing themselves. Think about it. Amazon started out as an online bookstore.
Yeah.
But for you youngsters that don't know, they only you know. So
yeah. So man, if you take anything from this, man, pay attention to what's going on. See where it's moving. And man, hop on that bus, man, catch that wave, ride that wave. Because you don't want to be left behind, man.
And also, I need to realize that it's more than one way to these jobs, man. Like,
exactly.
There's people who ain't been to college, but if you have the skill set, the thing about you have that skill set, and you can actually program, you're going to get a job. They don't care about your degree. They want to see you program.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, man, it's like the new Noah's Ark, man. You want to be able to get on that boat, like Joe said. hey, this boat's to freedom. It ain't to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to get on that boat.
The skills are gonna get you that boat. Are you gonna be? You gonna be struggling, man. Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna have nobody to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing about us Americans, man. is that we have all this access to all this information and we don't take advantage of it, man. We have access to all,
Yeah.
and we're so used to just having it that we just, we don't let it slip through our hands. And when these foreigners come over here, man, they come over here and get it. They go get it.
Yeah.
So you can't even be mad at them.
Circumstances, man. Circumstances. Like you say, man, hard times. A hard time make strong men. Strong men make
Yeah, that's true.
And so, yeah, like I always say, it's just like, man, okay, I'm gonna put sports into it. Like you got a lot of players that, man, they come from Dominican Republic, they come from Cuba, they come from a lot of places. Well, their circumstances was harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our poor and their poor is different.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These boys out here playing baseball with a mop stick and a bottle cap.
Yeah.
So when they get a real bat in their hand and the ball, hell yeah, they're gonna hit that ball. They be hitting bottle caps.
Same thing with the UFC. You see, Brazilians and Russians, and they fight
Africans,
for
man.
They fight the whole village sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I've been to Russia. For those that don't know, I've been to Russia, and man, our poor and they poor is totally different, man. It's totally different. We went to a restaurant in Russia. I went to Vladivostok, Russia, and the people in the restaurant I ordered my food and they had to ask me, was the plate for everybody? Because the people are so poor. People, when they come in the restaurant, they don't buy food for themselves. All the people put their money together. In that time, in that area, they put their money together. 5 people put their money together and they would get one plate and I'll eat off of one plate.
Wow.
So they asked each one of us at the table, was the food we ordering just for us? I said, yeah, I had never seen nothing like that. I was like, yeah, this just for me. Pointed the menu, yeah, this just for me. Yeah, that's just for me. Man, them people was happy, man. They made a killing that day. But it showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It showed me a lot. Our poor is totally different from their poor. You know what I'm saying? Our poor is they're like rich compared to their poor.
Exactly, man.
So man, like when you get in certain circumstances, people gonna grind. They're gonna get it. They're not trying to go back to that, no running water, no lights, having to hike, climb mountains and stuff like that. You still got people in certain parts of the world, man, they living in graveyards.
Yeah.
They renting little small cubby hole spaces above their loved ones' graves because they can't afford a home.
I seen that with they had, I forgot what country that was. They had it where it was just like a little slot with a bed.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's like a concrete slot. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So be aware of the opportunities you have here. Take advantage, man. Take advantage, man. I'm talking to one of my kids now, trying to convince her to take advantage of the opportunity she has here that other people wish they had. And so she can better her life and have a life more stable and more comfortable than mine.
Yeah.
So man, it's out there. It's on you to get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's on you. It's on you to get it.
And then so we're not knocking entertainers, and if some people, if you're blessed with that talent to be able to jump off through the roof and stuff.
Yeah.
By all means,
Rick or Mike check 1, 2. You know what I'm saying?
All means, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So if you got it, if you blessed with those talents, use them. Use them for good. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, man, those talents ain't gonna last forever, especially if they physical. The body's gonna get old, it's gonna deteriorate. So you need to do something with your mind, And man, it's been a good talk, man. Hopefully we drop some stuff on y'all that have you thinking and thinking about where the world is going and where you see yourself in it. Are you gonna be left behind? Or are you gonna be leading the pack or on the boat, man? Moving along with technology as it improves and progresses. Yeah. And so
but definitely, man, technology, man. Either you get on that, like I said, you get on that wave or you get left behind, bro.
Yeah.
Get on that wave.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the like button, man. If you're watching, hit the like button. It don't take nothing, man. It's just like smiling, man. It's easy. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, man. Follow us. We on all streaming platforms, man. We on Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, man, Stitcher, man. We at Pandora, and we everywhere, man. Check us out. We on Roku too, man. Check us out, man. You know, rock with your boys. And, you know, stay on the lookout for that transportation music, man, coming real soon. She got T-Swin, tswin.herenow.com. Get my music, man. Rock with your boy. Support, man. Good, positive music, transportation music, man. While you out there on the road hauling, get your jam on, man. JB, what you got for him?
Man, like I said, man, yeah, just get on that technology, man. Get on it, man. That's about it, man. It's been a good show. We try to give you as much, if no, try to share the knowledge, man. We're trying to pass on some knowledge, man. I think that hopefully some information we gave out today is going to be helpful to somebody, man. So
yeah, because it's a serious situation, man. It's a serious topic.
Yeah,
you know, things are changing. We already seen it. We had the COVID, we had the pandemic. Down here in Texas, we had the freeze. Things are happening. Other countries are making moves to get in power in certain places and positions, certain fields, and things are changing. And so you need to recognize these changes and see how you can make moves to benefit you and your family. Yeah. And man, this is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. And like we say, man, men can always be wrong, and not just for the sake of argument. But once a man knows that he is wrong, or he knows the proper way or the correct movements, it's on him to make that choice to do what's right. So once you know, you can't always be wrong. It's your guy T-Swin, your boy
JB. Adapt or die. Adapt or die. That's what I'm gonna say.
Exactly, man. And we up out of here, man. Y'all stay tuned, stay with us, man. And I'll let y'all see y'all next week.
CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health is here. We got it, reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like-minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.